Greetings of the day students. In the next lecture of integrated marketing communication and brand management, we are today going to start our unit for brand management. The first topic which we are going to discuss here is we are going to see the meaning of brand and we will discuss some scope of the brand. So student, you may have heard this word that is a brand. What is brand? See, in today's marketplace is crowded with the thousands of products and services, all of them which are being rapidly commoditized. So, in those competition, a brand will stand out from the clutter and it will attract the attention of your customer. A brand name can create and stand for the loyalty, trust, or faith, or the premiumness, or the mass market appeal, depending on how the brand is marketed, advertised, and promoted. So basically, a brand differentiate your product from the similar other product. It will enables the brand or the product to charge a higher premium in return for a clear identity and greater faith in its function. A brand is also likely to survive longer than just an indifferent product which is not uh, characterized for specific feature. So a brand is like a living being. So it has an identity, it has an personality, it has a name, it has its own culture, it has a vision, it has its emotion, and it has its intelligence. So all these are confronted by the owners of the brand and needs to be continuously looked at to keep the brand relevant to the target audiences which they are intended to sell our product. Now, brand forms an important part of product strategy. So, brands can convey several meanings to the buyer. For example, if you we can talk about the Nike. So, Nike stands for trendy and quality and well-designed products. So, brand is something that resides in the mind of the consumer. It is important to convey to the customer to buy a particular product by giving it a name and using various brand elements to help them to identify your product from the various competitive ones. So identity is important to help customer to make a particular choice from among several offerings in the market. For example, a customer can make a choice from a number of washing powders in the market like Tide, Ariel, etc. So a brand is a name which is given to a product or the service such that it will take an identity by itself. So a brand is an identifying symbol or the mark, logo, name, word, or any sentence that company use to distinguish their product from the others one. So a combination of one or more of these elements can be utilized to create a brand identity. You can also have a legal protection which is can be called as the trademark of your company. Now, when we see the definition of brand, so according to American Marketing Association, a name, term, sign, symbol, or design, or the combination of all of them intended to identify the goods or the services of one seller or a group of sellers to differentiate them from those of their competitors is known as brand. This definition is given by the American Marketing Association. Now, when we are talking so highly about the brands, we do have some questions in our mind like what will be the benefits of brand for the firm, for the organization? The first benefit is for a firm, the brand provides a legal protection towards a unique feature as aspect of the product. So suppose if for taking an example of iPhones, they do have a unique feature that no virus can damage their system. So they do have a unique feature, right? So a brand can help them to get a legal protection towards that unique feature. So nobody can steal that unique feature from them. The next point we have is brand loyalty helps organization to retain their existing customer when diversifying from one line of product to the other. So it will provide a security of demand and it will create barrier for other manufacturer to easily tap the existing customers. The next we have is firms can charge a premium price for owning a brand boosting profit on every sale because we do have a unique feature over the other competitive products. We can charge them a premium price. Next we have is product can be copied but brand cannot be copied. So once a brand is established, it is an invaluable asset for an organization. So a well-established brand will add the overall value of the firm while we calculate its net worth. So it brand do have the monetary benefits also. So these are the benefits which a firm will be having with the help of the branding. But what will be the use or what will be the benefits of brand for the consumer? So the brand will help us to identify the source of the manufacturer of the product. So simultaneously, it assigns a responsibility towards an organization for a particular branded product. That means, suppose you are using a particular brand product, you know who is the manufacturer of that product, and in any case, in any time of misfortune, you know who is going to take responsibility for that product, right? So we do know have we know have where to go if suppose you have to uh, give some suggestion or you have to make some complaints about the product. Next point we have is we do have some experience. uh, we can get to know about the experience of customers. So experience of customer with the products of same brand will help us to quickly decide whether we will want to go with the purchase decision or not, making the purchase decision easier. Suppose I've been using the Ariel detergent for washing my clothes from since years, then it will make my purchase decision very easy. I just go to the shop and I'll simply ask for the Ariel detergent, right? So those kind of experiences people have with your brand, and that will help us to quickly arrive at the purchase decision. So we can short the length or the purchase decision making process. Next you have is brand will bring with them a certain level of quality assurance. So when I say that I am paying because I am charging premium pricing and customer is paying premium price for in the sake of the brand, we know that if suppose there is a brand, there will be a quality, and the quality assurance you will get with the help of brand, with the help of brand name only. So these are the things which will benefit our customer as well as the firm. Now next point we have is the scope of the brand. So a brand is a perceptual entity that is rooted in the reality, but it will reflect the perception. Perhaps even it will reflect the various behavior of the consumer. So ultimately, a brand is something that resides in the minds of the customer for a long time. So therefore, when we talk about the scope of branding, it will expand beyond the boundaries. So suppose to successfully brand a particular product, it is very necessary to teach customer that who the product is. The second question which we should uh, teach customer consumer that what the product does. And the third question should be answered is why consumer should choose that particular brand. If we aggregate these three answers of these three questions, you will get a successful branding strategy. First, you have to teach your customer that what kind of product you are offering them, what a product does when I use those product, and why should I use your product over the other products. That can be conveyed through your branding strategy. So a branding strategy shall be considered successful only when a consumer have the answers of these three questions, which is strong enough to make them believe that there are significant differences in the other products and services provided by us and the others. So making sure that above three takes a deep understanding of consumer, therefore the scope of the brand becomes critical. So the concept of branding can be applied to the various aspect. So as you can see here, there is some points which are covered under the scope of the brand. The first one we have is physical goods. So for example, normal goods like we do have a biscuits or the car or the tea brand like suppose Monaco biscuit or the Nas Parle-G biscuit or the Tata tea or the Swift Maruti Swift Desire. So all those are the physical goods which can be taken under the branded name. The next you have is the organization. So there are many organization which do have their brand names, but I would like to quote here one example that is about the Rolling Stones. So the Rolling Stone is an organization which do provide, which is a movie or music festival organization which do help you to create the music and create the live shows for that. So these are the branded name this work as an organization. Organization also can be branded. um, in India we do know that Tata do have their own brand in organizational thing. So if suppose somebody is working in TCS, so TCS itself a brand in organization. Next you have is uh, again in organization I would like to quote one another example which is about the PETA. So PETA is basically it is an organization which work with for animal rights. So that organization help to get so that organization help us to uh, build as a brand. Next you have is some services. So in services like for example ICICI Bank is providing the banking services, so that is a brand. Then suppose Indigo Airlines, so they are providing us the services of air travel, so that is also a brand. Next we have is stores. So Amazon is a store nowadays. Future Retail have their store. There is Central is a store, right? So they do have their own names in branding. Next you have is person. So Amitabh Bachchan is a very good example for person brand. Like Amitabh Bachchan itself, he himself is a brand. Or we can take as Sachin Tendulkar for branding, right? So in person there are n number of numbers which you can taken as an example for person as a brand. Next we have a place. So you might have seen the advertisement of Incredible India, right? So that Incredible India is itself a brand. Or you have seen some You might have seen the advertisement of again Amitabh Bachchan about the Gujarat tourism. So Gujarat tourism can be a brand for uh, can be taken as a place which can be branded, right? The last one we have here is the idea. So any idea, like taken an example of suppose um, freedom of speech or the free trade, that idea can be branded. That ideas can be helpful to get attention from the consumer, and that will help us to get to be branded. So these are the scope of brand. We have seen the physical goods, then organization, services, store, person, place, idea. So that's it for today's lecture. In next lecture, we are going to discuss more elements of branding. Until then, stay tuned and please subscribe to the channel of GS College of Commerce Vadda e-learning. Thank you.